Great. All right, so we're gonna begin our yoga practice today on our back. And we're gonna bend your knees, bring your feet on the ground, maybe feet about hip distance apart if that feels good. And as you come lay down here, you can just start to adjust your back a little bit. You might wanna move your shoulders, perhaps move your hips, and just start to let your back come onto the mat. Maybe let your eyes close for a few moments. Perhaps the arms alongside the body, palms face up, and just let your fingers relax. Take a really big, deep breath into your whole body. And then exhale, feel everything soften. Let's do that once again. Big, deep inhale through your whole body. And exhale, feel everything soften. Continue to take some big, deep breaths into your body. And as you breathe, just take a moment and scan your body. Is there anything that you could do to let yourself feel a little bit more comfortable? Perhaps maybe even moving your feet a little bit. Maybe your knees want to fall in towards one another or fall out to the side. Perhaps your legs want to straighten. And just take a moment and allow whatever your body wants to do to be okay for you. Keep breathing. And then just begin to feel all the points that are on the back of the ground, on the mat, towards the earth. And just feel the earth start to hold you. Let the earth take away any aches or pains or any sensations. Just let it all start to release behind you. Continue to breathe deeply into your belly. Exhale, let it fall. Maybe the breath is slightly audible. Just take a few more moments here. And then whenever you feel like you might be ready to move, let's just start to draw the knees in towards the chest. And maybe wrap your arms around your legs or wrap them underneath your knees, whatever feel good for you today. And perhaps just start to rock a little bit here from side to side. And again, just welcoming whatever is arising today. And then we're going to gently bring your hands on the top of the knees. We'll bring your knees so they're right over the hips. And then we're on your sacrum here, and we'll do some sacrum circles. So doing a few circles in one direction. And then let's do a few circles in the other direction. Beautiful. And then we're going to slowly start to come to neutral. We'll bring both of the feet on the ground. And then reach your arms alongside your body again, just to begin here. And we're going to start to move the spine a little bit. It's almost like taking a reverse cat-cow. So we'll press down through the tailbone, feel your lower back lift away, feel your shoulders perhaps start to readjust or align. And then exhale, we'll bring your back flat, belly towards your spine. Let's do this a few more times. So inhale, press the tailbone down, lower back lifts away. Exhale, belly to the spine, back flat. One more time like that, and then we'll add on if you choose. Inhaling. And exhale. So if you'd like to add on a little bit, bring your arms alongside your body, palms facing the body, and then we'll inhale, reach your arms overhead as you arch your back. And then exhale, let's lower the back flat, arms alongside the body. A few more times like this. Inhale. And exhale. Again, inhale. And exhaling. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Now let's inhale, let your body relax. And then exhale, we'll draw the knees towards the chest once again. Maybe rock from side to side, noticing if your back feels a little different. And then we're going to gently come bring your hands onto the knees. We'll bring your knees over your hips and then gently let your left foot come on the ground. We'll reach your right leg to the sky and then point and flex your foot a few times, starting to wake up the leg muscles. And then we're going to gently point your toe. We'll do some circles with the ankle. And then let's go the other way. Just notice if it's a little bit noisy or if it feels good. And then we're going to gently come back to neutral. We'll squeeze that right knee to the chest. Inhale, you're going to lift your right leg back up, flex your foot. You're going to pull your pinky toe kind of towards your head or towards the outside edge of the leg. And then we're going to just cross that right knee over the left. So you'll start to feel a big stretch in the outside edge of your right leg. Keep breathing here. 3, 2, and 1. Let's inhale, lift that right leg up. Now you're going to bend your knee back towards your chest, but you're going to grab your hand inside of your right foot, and we'll do a half happy baby here. And so maybe starting to try to pull your right knee outside the rib cage or towards the rib cage. And then let your jaw relax. Sometimes the jaw will start to tighten up and just feel that soften. Maybe adjust your shoulders. 2, and 1. And we're going to gently bring that right leg down. Take a moment, just notice the difference between the hips. And we're going to bring your arms alongside the body again. And let's do a few of those reverse cat-cows, perhaps using your arms. So press down to the tailbone for the lower back lift away as you lift the arms up. And then exhale, back flat, arms alongside the body. Inhale, press down to the tailbone, lower back lifts away. Exhale, back flat, arms alongside the body. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Inhale, let your body readjust. And then we'll exhale, squeeze your knees towards your chest, rocking again from side to side. We'll bring the hands on the knees. Inhale the knees over the hips. And then let's bring that right foot down, right knee still bent towards the sky. We'll lift your left leg up. Starting to point and flex that foot a few times. Waking the joint up, waking the leg muscles up. And then we're going to point the toe, do some circles with the ankle, going one direction and then other direction. Beautiful. And then we're going to gently squeeze that left knee towards the chest. Press the shoulders down. Inhale, we'll reach the left leg back up, arms alongside the body, really flexing that pinky toe towards the outside edge of that left hip, and then we'll cross the left leg over the right knee. Keep breathing. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to inhale, reach your left leg up, and then we're going to bend the knee, grabbing onto the foot, and then try to bring either the knee towards the rib cage or the knee outside the rib cage to wake up that hip a little bit. And just noticing here, feeling your body. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to gently release that left foot down to meet the right. So take a moment. You might want to shimmy your hips a little bit from side to side. You can even lift the hips off the ground for a moment. I know we're starting to wake that up. We'll get some more work in just a moment, but let's do a few more reverse cat-cows to just reset. So we'll inhale, press down to the tailbone, maybe reach your arms overhead. Exhale, arms alongside the body, back flat. Inhale. And exhale. Last time. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Inhale, readjust your body. Let's squeeze the knees back in, rocking from side to side. And then we're going to gently start to roll over to your right or left side. And just pause here for a moment. Just feeling held, feeling nurtured, feeling supported. 2, and 1. Let's press down to the left hand. We'll inhale. Let's come all the way up, and we're going to make our way to a comfortable seated shape. So let's come to a crisscross leg position if that feels good. If that doesn't feel good today, you can stretch your legs out. We'll bring your hands onto your knees and we're just going to start to move the spine a little bit. So let's begin to take some circles with your spine. So we'll do a few one direction and then we'll move the other direction. So just kind of waking up, maybe moving the shoulders a little bit too. Again, just starting to feel the joints loosen. 2 and 1, and then we're going to gently come back and we'll move the opposite direction. And again, perhaps adding those shoulders in, just feeling your joints loosen up in any way that feels good for you. So there's no right or wrong. What do you need? What can you do today? 2 and 1. We're going to slowly come find a neutral place. Let's close your eyes for a moment and just sit. Perhaps feel your tailbone root down towards the ground. Feel your spine start to lengthen, maybe reaching the crown of the head towards the sky. Breathing into the belly. And then perhaps squeezing like you have to hold to go to the bathroom. 1 and 2 as the belly draws to the spine. Feel the chin start to lock back a little bit or move the head back. And then take the inner gaze, perhaps towards the forehead. Maybe the tip of the tongue to the roof of the mouth. Feeling connected here, feeling engaged, and just take a moment to tune in, realign, recenter. Find gratitude, connect. Take a big breath. And exhale, let your body release. It's a lot of work sitting sometimes. You can blink your eyes open when you're ready. And then let's work your hands and arms a little bit. So we're gonna take your right hand forward. Your fingers are pointing towards the ground. We'll bring your left hand to the fingertips, and then you're gonna kind of pull your hand back to stretch the forearm out, maybe the wrists out a little bit. 2 and 1. Now we're gonna turn your hand the opposite way so the palm is facing you and the fingers are still towards the ground, and we'll pull on that wrist once again. 2 and 1, and then let's shake it out. Bringing your right hand to your shoulder, left hand to the elbow, let's lift up. Maybe lean back a little bit, look up, or just take your eyeballs towards the ceiling. 2 and 1, and then we're gonna gently release, shake it out. Beautiful. One more thing here. Let's bring your thumb down, bring your hand behind your back, and then roll the shoulder back. If it's available, you can take your left hand to meet your right, and then maybe drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. Feel your left shoulder move away from the ear. 2 and 1. Come back up, and now drop your left ear towards your left shoulder. Breathing, beautiful. Feel the right shoulder drop a little bit more. Feel the neck stretch. 2 and 1. Inhale, lift your head up. We'll shake out. Beautiful. All right, let's do the other side. So taking your left hand and the fingers are towards the ground, the palm is facing me, and then you're going to gently bring the hand and stretching out that wrist. Beautiful. 2 and 1. We're going to gently release. We're going to come bring your fingers down, palm facing you this time, and then again, stretching that wrist out. Maybe the forearm. I feel this in my shoulder on this side, so just notice where you feel it. 2 and 1. We're going to gently release. Now we'll bring your hand to your shoulder, other hand to the elbow. Inhale, lifting up, maybe leaning back, looking up a little bit. So listen to what feels good here for your body. 2 and 1. We're going to gently release. We'll slowly shake it out. We'll bring your left thumb down, hand behind your back, roll that left shoulder back. You're fine to stay right here, or perhaps reaching for that left hand behind your back. So letting your hands meet. And then from here, we'll drop the left ear to the left shoulder. Feel the right shoulder drop down away from the ear. 2 and 1. Inhale, back up. Exhale, other side. Beautiful. Feel the shoulder release. 3, 2 and 1. Slowly release. We'll shake out. Take a big, deep inhale into your whole body. Exhale, let's let it go. Bring your chin to your chest, pull the shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, lift up the head. Maybe bring your bottom jaw over your top jaw. 2 and 1, and then let's gently release. We'll shake out. We're going to come make our way now to a tabletop position, coming onto the hands and knees. And then let's inhale, lengthen and look up. Exhale, we'll round to the spine, chin to the chest. Again, inhale, lengthen and look up. Now this time, let's exhale, bring your hips to your heels, child's pose. Just take a moment, resting and knowing if you want to come back here at any point in time later in our session, please invite your body to do so. 2 and 1. Now let's inhale. We're going to come find tabletop again. Let's curl the toes under for a moment. Stretch your legs back so you're in a plank shape. Feel your belly draw to the spine, and then maybe come forward onto your tippy toes so your shoulders go almost over your fingertips. Really feel that body engage. You might feel a little bit shaky. Just keep breathing. 3, 2, 1. And then we're going to slowly, slowly lower down to the ground, however you get there. We're going to bring our elbows underneath our shoulders, coming to a sphinx shape. Roll the shoulders back, pull your heart forward. Now press down to the pelvis, squeeze like you have to hold to go to the bathroom. 1 and 2, the belly button will lift up, and then pull the back of the head back. Maybe take your eyeballs to the ceiling. 2 and 1. Now you can stay here or press through the hands, maybe straighten the arms. 2 and 1. We're going to exhale, lower the forearms down. If they were lifted, we'll bring the hands under the shoulders. Inhale, tabletop. You can find child shape again, or maybe coming to a downward dog. So curling your toes under, if you're going to join me for downward dog, we'll sink your hips towards your heels. Keeping the toes curled under, lift your tailbone high. The knees might stay bent, perhaps straightening the legs or walking your legs out a little bit, just to wake the leg muscles up a little bit more. Keep breathing. Maybe shake your head and neck out, yes and no. Feel your shoulders start to broaden. Keep finding more space in the body. And if something doesn't feel good, try something else. 2 and 1. We're going to gaze between the thumbs. We're going to slowly start to walk your feet towards your thumbs. And just taking a moment here in a forward fold. So maybe bring your belly towards your thighs, let your head feel heavy. You can grab onto your elbows. Just keep breathing here. Keep lengthening the spine, letting your head feel heavy. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to inhale, look up about halfway, lengthening your spine. Exhale, let's fold forward. Beautiful. Let's do that again. Inhale, we'll slide the hands on the shins, lengthen the spine. Exhale, folding forward. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. When you're ready, we're going to bring your hands to your hips, press through the feet. Inhale, rise all the way up. We'll reach the arms up. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Pause. Let your eyes close. Start to feel softness in the joints. So maybe bending the knees slightly. Feel your hips relax. Feel your glute muscles soften. Shoulders roll back. Jaw releases. Crown of the head reaches up. Keep breathing. Taking a moment to center, to feel grateful. We're going to add a little bit more dynamic movement in for a few moments, and then start to do some stretching. So as you're ready, let's inhale, lift the arms up high. Maybe lean back a little bit today if that feels okay for your body. And then exhale, we're going to bend the knees, hinge from your hips, fold forward, chin to the chest. Inhale, let's slide the hands on the shins, lengthen the spine. Exhale, we'll lower the hands down. We'll step your left foot back, and then let's drop down to the knee. If you don't like that, just keep your leg lifted, so up to you. We'll inhale, reach the arms up towards the sky. Now turn your palms forward. Let's bend the elbows, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Inhale, lift your arms up. Exhale, we're going to lower your hands down. Keeping the left toes curled under, we'll lift the left knee off the mat if it's down, and then step back, downward dog. Feeling your spine lengthen, pressing here. 2 and 1. Inhale, coming forward to a plank shape. Let's exhale, lower down to the knees, chest and chin or chaturanga, and then we'll roll the shoulders back, lift your heart up. So maybe you're in a cobra, maybe your arms are alongside your body if your wrists bother you today. So just notice, 2 and 1. We're gonna inhale, tabletop, exhale, downward dog. Breathing, 2 and 1. Looking at the thumbs, we're gonna slowly walk your feet to meet your hands. Keep your knees bent, we'll fold forward. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale all the way up to the sky. Exhale, hands to the heart. Let's do the other side. Inhale, let's lift up. Maybe reach your arms behind your ears, leaning back a little bit. Exhale, we'll slowly bend the knees, hinge from your hips, fold forward. Inhale, slide the hands on the shins, lengthen the spine. Exhale, we'll bring the hands down. Step your right foot back this time. You can keep your knee lifted or drop down to the knee with me. Inhale, we'll reach the arms up to the ceiling. Palms forward, we'll bend the elbows out to the side, squeeze the shoulders together. Inhale, back up. Exhale, hands down. Let's step your feet back, downward dog or child's pose or tabletop. 2 and 1. Now feel free to stay wherever you are, or you can come follow me with plank. We'll lower down chaturanga or knees, chest, and chin. Roll the shoulders back again, up dog or cobra. Arms alongside the body, just a little back bend. Curl the toes under, hips high, downward dog or child's pose. Take 3 breaths here, maybe walking your legs out a little bit. Just noticing, perhaps shake the head and neck out. 2 and 1. Gaze between the thumbs. We'll slowly walk your feet to the top of the mat, as many steps as you need, folding forward. Inhale, let's look up. Exhale, we'll fold forward again. Pressing through the feet, let's stand all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Beautiful. Inhale, we're gonna reach up. Now this time, bend your right elbow. You're gonna bring your left hand to the right elbow, and we're gonna take a little side stretch over to the left. 2 and 1. Inhale, back up. We're gonna come try that on the other side. So grab hold of that left elbow and then leaning over to the right. 2 and 1. Inhale up. We'll reach the arms up, look up. Exhale, slowly folding forward again. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, hands down. We're gonna step your left foot back. And then once again, we're gonna drop down to the knee for just a moment. Inhale, reach your arms up high. Now this time you're gonna exhale, reach your head forward, sweep your arms back, lift your back knee off the mat. Inhale, we'll rise all the way up to the sky. Beautiful. 2 and 1. Bring your hands to your heart center, roll the shoulders back. You're gonna press through that right foot, right toes. Have fun with this. Inhale, lift up. You're gonna fly. 3, lift your back leg off the mat. 2 and 1. Both feet together, hands to the heart. Inhale, let's reach up. Exhale, we'll bend the left elbow to begin this time, leaning over to the right. Inhale, back up. Exhale, over to the other side. Inhale, back up. Reach your arms up, look up. Exhale, we'll slowly hinge from your hips, fold forward. Maybe shake your head and neck out. Hopefully feel some changes and shifts in your body. We'll step your right leg back this time, perhaps dropping down to the knee if you wish. Inhale, reach your arms high. Exhale, you're gonna reach your head forward, sweep the arms back, back knee off the mat. Inhale, all the way up. Beautiful. Exhale, hands to the heart. Pressing through that left foot, getting ready to get light on that right foot. Inhale, we'll lift up. 2 and 1. Feet together, hands to your heart. Inhale, let's reach up high. Exhale, we'll fold forward. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, we're gonna bring the hands down. Now let's bend the knees. We're gonna press through the feet. Reach your arms back this time. Feel your belly draw to the spine. And then inhale, maybe reach your arms to the sky. 2 and 1. Now let's sweep your arms back, lean your chest forward, and then slowly exhale as you fold forward. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, let's lower your hands down. Stepping your feet back, downward dog. Inhale, we're gonna come to a plank. Then exhale, drop your knees down, sink your hips towards your heels for child shape. Take 3 breaths here, feel your body settle, rest for a moment. 2 and 1. Pressing through the tops of the feet, knees, drawing the belly to the spine. We'll inhale, reach the arms to the sky. Exhale, hands to the hips, roll the shoulders back. You can stay right here. Maybe you want to lean back a little bit. And if you feel like your body is open, you can curl your toes under, press your hips forward, squeeze your glutes, squeeze like you have to hold to go to the bathroom. Imagine your heart lifting towards the sky, and then maybe reaching your hands for your heels. Let's take a big breath through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Once again. One more time. Beautiful. Inhale up. Now we're going to bring your forearms down. See if you can get your forearms parallel to one another. We're just going to do this for a moment. It's good for your core. It's good for your spine, engaging some muscles. So what we're going to do is a forearm plank. So roll the shoulders back, draw the belly button towards the spine so you feel your core really solid, and then we'll slide the one leg back and then the other leg back. And then drop your hips, feel the belly button kind of puff through the kidneys. 10, 9, maybe you're rocking backwards and forwards a little bit over the toes. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to slowly lower the belly down, the hips down. Let's bring the arms alongside the body. Turn your head to the right for a moment. Breathe. Beautiful. We're going to slowly, slowly turn your head to the left. Again, just take a breath. Settle, notice the shifts and changes. We'll still do a little bit more standing work. We're just resting for a moment. And then if you want, you can stay here right where you're at, or turn your head to forward so you're facing the mat. And then we'll roll the shoulders back, lift your heart up, maybe lift your feet up. And then if you want, you can also interlace your hands behind your back, maybe reach your palms toward your feet. 2 and 1. We're going to slowly lower down. Hands come under the shoulders. Let's lift to tabletop. Exhale, child's pose or downward facing dog. You choose what you need. 3, 2, and 1. And now we're going to slowly step your right foot between your hands and bring your left foot flat. We're going to begin to reach up to warrior A, and then exhale, warrior B. Inhale, let's straighten the right leg, reach forward, we'll find a triangle shape. Maybe looking up at your thumb. 2 and 1. We're going to bend back into the knee, back to warrior B. Now let's slowly bring your left hand to meet your right, hands to the heart center. We'll step your left foot up into the left. Inhale, lifting up. Slight bend in the knee. You're going to exhale, fold forward, nose towards your knee. Big deep breath, letting it go. And then you can stay right here. If you want to take a twist, maybe straightening the leg a little bit, you can keep your right hand under the right shoulder, left hand under the left shoulder, or onto the leg or outside the foot. And then we're going to pull your right hip back and lift your right arm to the sky. Beautiful. 3, 2, and 1. Let's exhale. You're going to slowly lower the hands down. We'll step our feet back, downward dog. Let's inhale, find a plank. Drop down to the knees, hips to the heels for child shape. Feel that spine lengthen, feel your body rest. 2, and 1. We're gonna press through the tops of the feet and knees, maybe reach the arms towards the ceiling. We'll bring your hands to your hips, roll the shoulders back. Let's curl the toes under. Maybe gently lean back a little bit, press the hips forward, lift your heart towards the sky. You can stay right here, maybe reach your hands toward your heels again. Keep breathing. 2, and 1. We're gonna slowly start to release. We'll bring your hands down and then let's come onto the belly once again. And maybe interlace your hands behind your back, lift your heart up, maybe your feet up. 2, and 1. We're gonna slowly start to come back down. Pressing through the hands, we're gonna come find tabletop, and then let's step your left foot between your hands. We'll bring your right foot flat, and we're gonna start to make our way into Warrior A. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, we'll open it up to Warrior B. Inhale, straightening that left leg, reach forward, left hand down, right arm towards the ceiling, looking at that thumb. Feel the shoulders stack, keep finding more space in your body. 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna gently bend the knee, you're gonna come back up. Now we're gonna bring that right hand to meet the left, hands to the heart center. Inhale, lifting up. Slight bend in that left knee. We'll exhale and fold forward. Beautiful. You can stay right here, or if you want to take a twist, let's keep that right hand under the shoulder. You can bring it onto the foot or outside, maybe straightening that left leg a little bit and reach your left arm to the sky. Keep breathing, maybe looking at your thumb. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to exhale, lower your hands down. Step the feet back, downward dog. Inhale, let's find plank. You're going to do 800 push-ups. I'm just kidding. Let's just come all the way down to the belly. Release the feet, roll the shoulders back, maybe lift your heart up. Once again, any back bend that feels good for you. 2, and 1. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, child shape. As you're in this child shape, maybe bring your hands together. You can stay right here with the hands in front of the head, or perhaps bend your elbows and bring your hands to the back of the head, the neck, maybe even touch your shoulders. You can massage your shoulders a little bit. That may feel good. And just notice, my traps usually get really tight by my shoulders, and I'm massaging. I'm like, oh, they're soft right now. It's so nice. 2, and 1. We're going to inhale. We'll come find tabletop. And we're going to slowly extend your legs forward. Beautiful. All right, so let's move the fleshy part away from your sitting bones. We'll take a slight bend into the knees. Inhale, reach your arms forward. And then exhale, you'll start to lean forward. Perhaps bring your chin toward your chest, your head down. You can stay right where you're at. You can always straighten your legs a little bit. And as you're here, I'm going to go change the screen a little bit so you can see what we're doing from the ground. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We'll inhale and slowly start to come up. Today, let's come to a wide-legged shape to begin. And as you come find that wide-legged shape, let's move your fleshy part from your sitting bones. And just take a moment, bring your hands on your hips, and just to kind of play here for a moment, tilt your pelvis forward. And then you're going to exhale, bring your pelvis back. Just notice how that feels on the inner thighs. Again, let's tilt your pelvis forward. And then exhale, you'll come back. Now we're going to come tilt that pelvis forward a little bit. You can stay right here. Maybe bring your hands down to the ground if that's available and start to walk your hands forward. If this is challenging shape for your body, you can also stay just lifted up and bring your hands behind your back and just flex and energize your feet. Wherever you are, maybe flexing and energizing the feet, or pointing and flexing the feet, and just start to feel the leg muscles work once again. 2, And one. We're gonna slowly walk your hands back up. Let's take your right foot towards that left inner thigh. We'll begin by folding between the bent leg and the straight leg. So once again, it might be easier to rotate the pelvis as the knee is bent. You might start to feel a little bit different sensation as well. So just notice that. 3. Feel your jaw relax. 2. And 1. We're going to slowly walk your hands back up. We'll rotate our body towards the left leg and then slowly walking forward. So if it's a lot of sensation, bend your left knee as you come forward. If you can reach for your foot, go for that, or just stay where you're at and honor and breathe. Maybe just trying to keep the sitting bones on the ground, or just noticing, where do you feel this in your body right here, right now? 2. And 1. We're going to bring your left hand on your left leg. Let's reach your right arm open. Maybe look at your hand, feel the chest open. 2. And 1. And if you want to play a little bit, bring your right hand outside your hip. We're going to reach your left arm overhead. You can keep your hips down, or maybe try to lift your hips up. Take a side stretch. 2. And 1. We're going to come right back down. Beautiful. We're going to still work with this right leg, but this time you're going to bend your right knee up towards the ceiling, and you're going to bring your foot on the ground. We're going to take your left hand on the right ankle, reach your right arm to the sky, and you're going to hold on, try to keep that knee pretty steady, and lean and reach towards that left foot. Maybe you can reach and pull and find the toes, or maybe you're just kind of hanging out. If it's too much for the shoulder, bring your hand behind your head. So again, just explore. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to inhale. We'll come all the way up. We're going to take your right leg out to the side, shake it out a little bit, and let's do this on the other side. So we'll bring your left foot in towards your right inner thigh. And again, readjust your hips, your body, and then we're going to slowly start to fold forward. So again, you might notice this side feels different than the other side. Great, great awareness. Just keep breathing and exploring. Maybe it feels really easy on this side and come down. Hi. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to gently come up. Now we're going to bring our hands on either side of the right leg. Rotate your body a little bit as you start to fold forward. And again, maybe you're just trying to keep the pelvis down and the hips down. Maybe you're feeling a sensation somewhere in your body and you need to readjust a little bit. Maybe back off or go a little bit deeper. So just keep exploring. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then we're going to slowly start to lift up. We're going to bring your right hand on your right leg. Left hand will reach up, maybe rotate the chest up. Just feel a lot of space and opening in the front of the body. 2, and 1. We're going to gently bring that left hand down. We'll reach your right arm up. Maybe you're going to reach it overhead, and then maybe you're going to lift your hips up, taking that big side stretch. Breathing. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to gently come back down. We're going to now take your left foot, bending your left knee to the side. We'll bring your right hand to that left ankle to feel really solid with this left leg. We'll reach your right arm up, your left arm up, and then you're going to lean towards that right foot and breathing. So if it's too much and you're kind of hanging out here, bring your hand behind your head if it feels too much for your shoulder. If it feels pretty good, you can start to reach down, maybe look towards the ceiling, rotating your chest towards the ceiling. Keep breathing. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to gently come all the way back up. Beautiful. Let's take both legs out in front of you, shake out a little bit, maybe point and flex the feet. So noticing how different your legs feel. We're going to take one more forward fold. So let's start to walk your hands forward and maybe noticing, oh, this is way easier as you come down. Perhaps you can get your forearms down. Maybe you can get your head and chest down. So again, just exploring. Keep breathing and not judging, not comparing. Just experiencing. 2 and 1. We're going to slowly walk your hands all the way back up. Now let's gently bring the legs together. We're going to stretch the legs forward, shake out a little bit. Now from here, we'll take your right knee. You're going to stack your right knee on top of your left. You're going to try to keep your left leg straight. If it's a lot of sensation behind the knee, bend your knee a little bit, that left knee. We're going to roll the shoulders back. Let's start. You can stay right here because this might be a lot for your body, or if it will feel good, you can start to walk towards that left foot. Maybe even grab onto the foot. This is a really beautiful pose to kind of help open up the hips and the legs. Just keep breathing. 3, 2, and 1. And then we're going to inhale. We're going to slowly start to come up. We're going to gently bring that right foot outside the left knee. And then let's twist and turn. So wrapping the left arm around the right knee as you turn to the right. 2 and 1. And we're going to work into that glute for a moment. So lift your right leg up. You might want to bend your left knee over to the side just to hold. And you're going to just rock into that right glute a little bit. Often it's a little tight there. It's the biggest muscle group in the body, tends to hold a lot of knots. Let's take just another moment here. 2 and 1. And then we're going to gently release. We're going to slowly bring that right leg forward. And now we'll cross your left knee on top of the right knee. So again, readjust your body as you need to. And then if it's too much from behind the right knee, bend your right knee a little bit. We'll inhale, lift up. You can stay right here because it's a big stretch, or slowly start to walk yourself forward, maybe grabbing onto the foot, perhaps bringing your nose towards your knee. So again, just breathing, experiencing, noticing. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to inhale, we'll rise up. Let's bring the foot down. We're going to wrap your right arm around the left leg this time. Now rotate the chest to the left. Keep rolling the shoulders back. Keep breathing. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to slowly unwind. We're going to lift the left leg up, maybe bend your right leg to the side, and let's roll around on that left glute for a moment. Again, hopefully letting that loosen up. Maybe you have a lot of knots there, maybe you don't. You might notice one side has more than the other, and that often has to do with how we lean and how we sit, how we stand, or if you sleep on one side more than the other. 2 and 1. We're going to gently come back up. Let's do one more forward fold. So you can choose if you want to straighten your legs and fold forward, you can bring your legs apart again, or perhaps bring the feet together, knees apart, and you can stay here or maybe start to fold forward a little bit. So notice what feels good for your body. What feels good here and now in this moment. Feel softening, connecting with your breath, your body. Perhaps even noticing your mind has quieted a little bit. Or if your mind's a little chattery, just let it be there. Say thank you. And if it doesn't really serve you, then say goodbye. I don't need you right now. 2 and 1. Let's inhale. We're going to slowly rise up. We'll bring your knees together. And then let's come lay on your back. So when you're ready, coming to squeeze your knees back towards your chest, giving yourself a big hug. Oh, did your body feel different from when we began? Because we started here, if you remember. Perhaps you do, maybe you don't. And maybe this feels really good right now. So I want to invite you, if your body needs to rest, please, please, please let your body rest. You can just bring your feet down. You can bring your feet together, knees apart, or maybe rest your hands on the lower belly. I am going to offer a few back bends here if you would like to join me. So if you are joining me, starting to bring your heels as close as you can to your hips. Let's take one reverse cat-cow to kind of reset the spine, and then we'll move into our back bends. If you're already there, go for it. So if you want to, you're going to press down through the tailbone. Feel the lower back lift away. Exhale, back flat. Now, perhaps tilt your tailbone towards your knees this time and then slowly rolling up, maybe rolling the shoulders underneath you, reaching your hands for your heels. Make sure that your neck is not collapsing at all. Just feel your shoulders and the back of the head on the ground. Keep lifting your hips a little bit higher, maybe even lifting the heels off the mat, feeling that stretch in the quads. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to slowly lower back. Readjust your body, maybe wiggle your tailbone a little bit. And then perhaps let's do that again. So if you want to start with that reverse cat-cow as you lift up, sometimes that feels good. So you can lift up if you're ready, or just press down to the tailbone for the lower back lift away. And then exhale, bring your back flat, draw your belly to the spine, lift your hips up, reaching for that bridge pose. And then perhaps you're keeping your arms right where they're at. Maybe you're going to interlace your hands behind your back. If you're feeling adventuresome today, you can slide your hands under your shoulders, squeeze the elbows together, and then maybe press up with straight arms and straight legs. We haven't done this in a little while. Breathing, 3, 2, and 1. Chin to the chest. We're going to slowly lower down to the ground. Readjust your body. Shake out, soften. And then let's try that one more time if you choose. So again, you choose how you want to do this. So what I'm going to choose to do today is press down through my tailbone again, feel that lower back lift away, and draw the belly to the spine. Tilt the tailbone towards the knees, lift up. Maybe bring the hands underneath you. Maybe you're going to press up with straight arms and straight legs. 3, 2, and 1. Let's slowly rest the body. Let's bend your knees towards your chest. We are going to find another happy baby or dead bug, depending on how you're feeling right now. You can grab onto the inside or outside edges of the feet and maybe rock a little bit from side to side. And if you want to stretch your hamstrings one more time, keep that left knee bent to the chest, stretch your right leg out. My hamstrings are pretty open from our class today. And then maybe coming back. And let's try that on the other side. 2, and 1. You're going to gently release. Let's bring your feet on the ground. Adjust your body. We'll squeeze the right knee back to the chest and then stretch your left leg out. We're going to twist. So if you have a favorite twist that you want to take that. Otherwise, you're going to just start to bring your right knee over to the left. Try to keep the shoulders on the ground. You can turn your head to the right or to the left to keep the head neutral. Keep breathing. Softening. Letting the tension go from the body, adjusting if you need to. 2, and 1. We're going to gently release and unwind. And then let's squeeze both of the knees to the chest once again. And we'll keep the left knee squeezed in as you stretch your right leg out. As we begin now to twist to the other side. So bringing the left knee over to the right, maybe turning your head a little bit. Keep breathing and noticing. How is everything feeling here and now? 3, 2, and 1. And we're going to slowly unwind. Squeeze the knees back to the chest one more time. If you are someone who likes to shoulder stand or do any other moves for your body, this is a great time to do that. So if you're shoulder standing or you want to find a plow pose, you can start to roll your feet over your head. Make sure you're not collapsing in the neck at all. We want to gently, you can bring your feet over your head, hands to the lower back, and then maybe stretch the legs up towards the ceiling. And breathing here. If maybe your hips are on the ground and your legs are up, or maybe you're already resting. And so just taking about 5 to 10 more breaths with whatever you're doing. And then we'll move into our rest and meditation. The best part of the practice. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Maybe starting to bring your legs down, maybe coming back to plow pose. If your legs are just up to the sky, just bend your knees, bring your feet on the ground. If you're in plow pose, we're going to slowly roll down. We'll stretch your legs out in front of you. And then last thing, slide onto your forearms, let your head and neck fall back for a moment if that feels good. Take a big inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, point your toes. Letting go one more time. Last one. Beautiful. We're going to gently feel your body soften in to our final rest of Shavasana. So as you come to this place, maybe readjust your shoulders, move your hips a little bit, bring your feet to fall away from one another. Arms out to the side, palms up. Just allow yourself to receive here and now. As you feel the back of the head rest. Feel the back of the shoulders rest. Feeling all the muscles of the back start to release and unwind. The sacrum release. Feel your glutes soften. The backs of the thighs. Behind your knees. The calves. The heels. Feeling the whole back of the body heavy and softening. And then feel this lightness arise from the soles of the feet, the tips of your toes, the tops of your feet, the shins, the knees, the thighs, the hips, the belly, the chest, collarbone, following it out to the shoulders, and then all the way down your arms to the tips of the fingers. Feel this lightness arise from the tips of the fingers into the palms of the hands, the wrists, forearms, elbows, upper arms, armpits. Bring the awareness to the notch at the base of the throat. Feel all the muscles of the throat and neck soften. The chin, jaw, lips, tongue, cheeks, ears, temples, eyes, eyebrows, forehead, top of your head. And start to bring the awareness to the nostrils, feeling the breath move in and out of the nostrils. And imagine you can follow the breath as it moves through the nostrils. And maybe imagining it going to the top of the head. And then exhale, base of the spine. Inhale from the base of the spine to the top of the head. And then exhale through the nostrils. See if you can feel this flow of breath move through your body. And as you do that, maybe notice if there's a sensation, a color, a vibration. Just keep breathing. Notice whatever is arising. And as you're ready, maybe bringing the awareness to the fingertips and the toe tips. And perhaps starting to move them a little bit. And maybe even start to rotate your wrists and ankles. Or turn your head from side to side. Perhaps even beginning to reach your arms overhead, taking a really big stretch through your whole body. You can point and flex your feet a few times just to activate the front and back of the body. And then one last time, squeeze your knees towards your chest. Give yourself a really big hug, thanking and appreciating yourself for taking this time out for you today. What a gift. And if you'd like to, you can roll over to your right or left side and slowly coming up to a seat. If you're laying down, that's perfect. Stay where you're at. And then maybe bring your hands to your heart center. Your awareness in your heart. Feel your shoulders roll back. Perhaps keep your eyes closed for another moment. Just take a moment to say thank you to your body, to your breath, your energy, your emotions, your wisdom, your creativity, your essence, your being, the stuff you like, the stuff that you don't, just holding all of you and thanking yourself. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day. Many blessings, much love, namaste. Yay.